Chapter 3. Lord Nityananda offers prayers to the six-handed form of Lord Chaitanya. One day, Srivas Pandit invited Lord Nityananda Avaduta for lunch at his house, and the Lord accepted the invitation. Nityananda Prabhu was very satisfied by the service of Srivas Pandit. After taking his lunch, he stayed at the house of Srivas Pandit that day. At that time, Mahaprabhu Lord Gauranga happily arrived there. The Lord entered the temple room of Srivas Pandit and sat on the throne of Lord Vishnu. He told Lord Nityananda to look at him. Hearing these words, Lord Nityananda, the topmost sannyasi, respectfully looked at the body of Vishvambara. Nityananda could understand neither the hint of the Lord nor the cause of the hint. Considering Nityananda his most intimate associate, Mahaprabhu Vishvambara made a special request. All of you go outside. All the sober devotees were astonished to hear this. Following his order, all the devotees left Srivas Pandit's house. Who can understand the intention of the Lord? The Lord then spoke something confidential to Lord Nityananda. No one could understand the meaning of their conversation. Nityananda then saw Lord Vishvambara assume a six-handed form. The Lord held a conch, a club, a disc, a lotus, a plow, and stick in his hands. Seeing this form of the Lord, Nityananda fell unconscious on the ground. There were no symptoms of life visible in his body. All the Vaishnavas became very afraid. They remembered Krishna and prayed to him to protect him. When Lord Nityananda fainted on seeing the six-handed form of the Lord, Sri Chaitanya personally picked him up and said, "Please get up, Nityananda. Calm your heart. Hear the Lord's holy names being chanted in front of you. You appeared to preach the chanting of the holy names. Now this is fulfilled. What more do you want? You are full of love of God, and loving devotional service is your property. Unless you bestow this love of God, no one can possess it. Please pacify yourself and get up. Glance mercifully towards your own associates. Distribute this love of God to whomever you desire. If one maintains even a tinge of envy towards you, he is never dear to me, in spite of worshipping me." Hearing these sweet words of the Lord, Nityananda revived. He became ecstatic by seeing the six-handed form. Sri Gaurachandra, who eternally sits on the bed of Ananta Shesh, certainly knows Lord Nityananda as non-different from this Ananta. Seeing the six-handed form of the Lord is not very astonishing for Nityananda. These are all different pastimes of the Lord's various incarnations. Seeing that wonderful and extraordinary form of the Lord, Nityananda Avadut remembered his previous incarnations and prayed, "All glories to Lord Vishvambara, the Father of everyone. He incarnated to initiate the Sankirtan of the holy names of the Lord. All glories to the Lord, the protector of the Vedic religious principles, and the maintainer of the Brahmanas. All glories to the time factor, a representation of the Lord and the destroyer of all non-devotees. All glories to the absolute truth. All glories to eternal bliss personified. All glories to the most independent Lord of Lords. You are the source of innumerable universes, yet you manifested yourself in the womb of Mother Sachi. Who can understand your supreme will? Creation, maintenance, and destruction are simply a part of your pastimes. You can easily destroy the entire universe simply by your will. Are you unable to kill Kamsa and Ravana simply by words? Still, you appear in the house of Dasharath and Vasudeva and sportingly kill all those demons. Who can understand the cause of your appearance? Only you yourself know your mind. Even one of your servants can deliver countless of universes by your order. Yet to glorify the earth and to restore the principles of religion, you personally advent yourself. O Lord, you appeared in Satyayug in white complexion. You taught meditation and austerity by personally undergoing them yourself. Wearing a deer skin and holding a stick and water pot in your hands, you appeared as a brahmachari to establish the principles of religion. O Lord, you appeared in Treta Yuga in a beautiful reddish form. Being the only enjoyer of all sacrifices, you preach performance of sacrifices. Holding the articles for doing sacrifices in your hand as a sacrificial priest, you personally performed sacrifices and thus induced others to do so. O Lord, you appeared in Dwapara Yuga as a divine personality with the blackish color of a fresh cloud. Personally established the principle of temple worship, dressed in yellow garments and marked with such signs as Sri Vatsa, you engaged in gorgeous worship as a king. In Kali Yuga, you appear in a yellow complexion as a Brahmana to preach Nam Sankirtan, which is unknown to the Vedas. You have innumerable incarnations. Who has the power to count them all? O Lord, in the form of Madhya, you enjoyed your pastime in the waters of devastation. As Kurma, you were the shelter of all living entities. You protected the Vedas as Hayagriva. In that form, you killed the two original demons, Madhu and Kaitava. O Lord, as Varaha, you delivered the planet Earth. You took the form of Narasimha to tear apart the body of Hiranyakashipu. Assuming the wonderful form of Vamanadev, you deceived Bali Maharaj. As Parashuram, you killed the Kshatriyas and made the earth devoid of the martial class. Appearing as Ramachandra, you killed Ravana. And in the form of Haladar, you enjoyed unlimited pastimes. As Buddha, you manifested the principles of compassion, and in the form of Kalki, you will kill the Mlechas. As Dhanvantari, you delivered the nectar. As the Hamsa incarnation, you imparted transcendental knowledge to the demigods headed by Lord Brahma. As Narad, you hold a veena, singing the glories of the Lord. As Vyasadeva, you explain your own truths. As Krishna, you appeared in Gokul to enjoy various transcendental pastimes. You had wonderful qualities and enjoyed sweet, joyful pastimes. The Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu states, "Let Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, be glorified. By virtue of his expanding attractive features, he subjugated the gopis named Taraka and Pali and absorbed the minds of Shama and Lalita. He is the most attractive lover of Srimati Radharani and is the reservoir of pleasure for devotees in all devotional mellows." It is further described in the 10th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam. A tumultuous sound arose from the armlets, ankle bells, and waist bells of the gopis as they sported with their beloved Krishna in the circle of the Rasa dance. You will fill the entire universe with Krishna Nam Sankirtan. Loving devotional service to the Lord will be preached in each and every house. You will fill the entire world with ecstasy when you dance along with your devotees. Inauspiciousness disappears simply by your influence of those who eternally meditate on your lotus feet. Your steps will nullify the misfortune of the entire world when you dance in kirtan. You will purify all the four directions by your glance. When you raise your hands while dancing, all that is inauspicious on the heavenly planets will be destroyed. Such is your glory, such is your dancing, and such are your servants. O Lord, you personally appear in this world to distribute love of God by bestowing Krishna Nam. Who has the power to describe your wonderful glories? You yourself will distribute devotional services to Vishnu that are unknown to the Vedas. We all intensely desire that devotional service. You keep it hidden while awarding liberation. O Lord, now you will distribute such wealth of bhakti to everyone in the world. This is the proof of your causeless mercy. Simply chanting the holy names of the Lord completes all sacrifices. Out of compassion, you appeared at Navadvip. Yogis meditate on you as the supersoul in their hearts. This same supersoul has now appeared in the village of Navadvip. I also offer my respectful obeisances to Navadvip Dham, where you have incarnated at the house of Sachi and Jagannath. All glories to Vishvambara, the life and soul of everyone. All glories to Gaurachandra, who is the ocean of mercy. All glories to the Lord who appears to fulfill the words of his devotees. All glories to Mahaprabhu, the most magnanimous incarnation. All glories to the beloved Lord of the goddess of fortune. All glories to the enchanting personality of Godhead, decorated with Sri Vatsa and Kaustuba gem. All glories to the Lord who distributes the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. All glories to the Lord's pastimes of accepting love and devotion from his devotees. All glories to Mahaprabhu who lies on the bed of Ananta. All glories to the Lord who is the only shelter of all living entities. You are Lord Vishnu, you are Lord Krishna, you are Lord Narayan, you are Madhya, you are Kurma, and you are the original personality of Godhead. You are Varaha, and you are Vamana. O Lord, you appear in every yuga to protect the Vedas. You are the killer of Ravana and his entire family. You are the life and soul of Janaki. As Lord Ram, you blessed Guhaka Chandal and delivered Ahilya. To protect your devotee Prahlad, you incarnated as Narasimha and killed Hiranyakashipu. You are the crushed jewel among the demigods. You are the best of the Brahmanas. You are the same Jagannath who accepts opulent offerings at Nilachal. The 4 Vedas try to search for you, as you have appeared in a hidden form. You are very expert in concealing yourself, but your devotees always recognize you. You are the most peaceful personality. To inaugurate Nam Sankirtan, you have now appeared in this world. There is no truth other than you within the unlimited universes. Lord Shiva and Goddess Parvati are overwhelmed by the transcendental glories of your lotus feet. Lakshmi, the goddess of fortune, serves your lotus feet. Sri Ananta Shesh, with his thousands of mouths, glorifies these lotus feet. Lord Brahma constantly worships these lotus feet. The Vedas, the Smritis, and the Puranas sing their glories. These lotus feet touched the topmost planet, Satyalok. The head of Bali Maharaj became glorious by the touch of these lotus feet. Mother Ganges emanated from these lotus feet. Lord Shiva became jubilant by holding the Ganges water on his head. You were celebrated as the son of Vasudeva and the son of Nanda Maharaj. Now you have appeared here to deliver the most sinful Kali. By the touch of your lotus feet, a piece of wood turns into gold, and a piece of stone turns into a living force. Lord Nityananda thus offered prayers with folded hands. He concluded, O Lord, the 3 worlds worship you. Then Lord Nityananda began to dance in ecstasy. He floated in the ocean of love of God and became fully absorbed in it. Vishvambara awards love of God not only to one who carefully sings these topics, but to the friends of that person as well. The holy names of Vishvambara are very rarely found in this world. Lord Chaitanya is the life and soul of everyone. Hearing about Lord Nityananda seeing the 6-handed form of the Lord will certainly free one from material bondage. Accepting Sri Chaitanya and Nityananda Prabhu as my life and soul, I, Vrindavan Das, sing the glories of their lotus feet.